Hi, I'm Nadine Hilton, and I'm the brand manager for Guinness. You are watching World Music Views.
So, welcome to our music views. So, with
Sure.
music views, we cover the music business, the behind the scenes, all of that, the corporates, everything, right? So,
Sure.
I want to talk to you first about Guinea's involvement in dancehall music and Jamaican culture, for that matter. Just
Right.
before we even begin, just give me a rundown of Guinea's support over the years for dancehall.
All right. So, Guinea's support for dancehall has gone back long before me. As you know, we started Guinea Sounds of Greatness like in 2008. But that's off the heels of Guinea's supporting different things, like even back in the day, Guinness used to be in a lot of those big shows, even Sound Clash Night at some fest used to be Guinness, that type of thing. So the history is there. Over the years, the platform has changed, and more so, it has been because of our own showing with Guinness Sounds of Greatness and what we do within that space. Um, and it has also evolved not just from big dance hall shows or dance hall acts, but to the community. We try to engage and to encourage people who are upcoming in the space.
Okay. I remember Guinness Sounds of Greatness, one of the biggest shows with Beanie and Bounty. Having
Right.
two stages in the National Stadium. I noticed you're not doing shows like that anymore. Why?
So I heard about that, and there too, that show in particular, it's still talked about as one of the best Guinness Sounds of Greatness. So as I would have said earlier, in a way, the industry has changed. So even with the sound clash culture, even though it's there within our community, sometimes when it comes to the big stage, especially a Guinness stage, I think the bigger sounds are more like, this is my reputation here. If I lose on the Guinness stage, then they see it as a real thing against their stripes. But so we sell the idea of it being a friendly clash and more a showcase of what this culture is all about. So that has posed its challenges for us, as well as, expenses overall, the industry itself, not just artist fees, but just to execute a big show like that costs a lot of money. So, we don't want the culture to die. We want to keep it. So we have to kind of adapt and pivot to see how can we still do this, still make it enjoyable, still make it educational, and still really live in that moment where we bring people together.
And what are some of the shows that you did this year in particular?
So this year in particular, we had our own staging of Guinness Sounds of Greatness, and we started from May all the way up to July. July 6th should have been the finals, but of course, that was the week of Hurricane Beryl, and we had to pivot there. But outside of that, what we try to do is to promote and support local promoters. So more so, most of our DJs and selectors now operate in the party space. So what we do, we choose very carefully where we align the Guinness brand in terms of that high energy dancehall space. So it's not too risque. It's more where you can really just come in and enjoy music from maybe from even the 80s up to the 2000s, where you get to see a variety of old but new. So, for example, we would have awarded Billy Slaughter this year an award for the legend, the belt, the Guinness belt for his contribution to dancehall over the years. And there are two reasons for that. One, he's coming from the sound clash culture days. And two, he now operates in that space as a DJ where you can go to a party like Mellow Vibes and hear Billy Slaughter really play some good tunes. But in that same space, you have female DJs who have come on the scene, or selectors, as they call them, like Bad Gal Marie, and you can get to experience that. So we've aligned the brand in that space where upcoming consumers of the brand or upcoming fans of dancehall, in the space in which they go, we can align there. So outside of Guinness Sounds of Greatness, that's what we did. So like upon the Plaza or Mellow Vibes, based on the season, Guinness would sponsor those. We do have plans for 2025, and we're hoping that, we can bring more of those kind of big shows to the stage. But of course, we're still in the planning process for that and see how we go. But definitely, Guinness Sounds of Greatness is on our calendar. Not just Jamaica anymore, by the way. There are at least 6 other countries in the world that is doing Guinness Sounds of Greatness.
Prison did that, but out a road it heat worse. Me have me one opinion, no need yours. The internet a cuss me about, me fi feature. Some of them a say them and some a set a me shirt. Let go me t-shirt.
Speaking of 2025, what are your biggest slogans on your t-shirts? You walk all over Kingston, you see dancehall can't stop. So you do have a commitment to dancehall music, right? The person who said dancehall can't stall is Vybz Kartel, and he has a show coming up December 31st, which will be January 1st, because it's his morning show, right? Are you supporting the Freedom Street concert?
All right, so we haven't been formally approached, but of course, Guinness is at every dancehall party. We will be there, definitely. Our products will be there, but as of this moment, we're not an official sponsor. There are lots of corporate rules as well that we have to bear in mind as we consider the different shows. But we certainly wish for Vybz, a really good show. We're actually looking forward to seeing what comes out on the stage and how that show is handled.
Yeah, give a little sneak peek. You give the whole catalog, or
no, more than 8 days to do that. But me can tell you this. People will need for a treat.
So, but seeing that you used his line from his song, why wouldn't you sign Kartel? He's a free man, acquitted, the top dancehall act in the world, might I say.
Right.
Why wouldn't you get it done?
So that this and I figured, you probably want to ask me that question. So that decision is not just mine. Guinness is a global brand, and so that protocol takes time to go through to see. But dancehall can't stall. I believe that was an alignment with him from before when he did that song, and he would have been on that show for or at least in the space at that time. So I don't have the say as to answer that question at the moment, but they're definitely we are very aware of what's happening in the dancehall space, and definitely looking at the different avenues in which Guinness can support all things dancehall.
Do you see any young artists who, have the buzz, have the timing? I saw the guy Armani. Oh, it wasn't Guinness. I saw Armani did something the other day. But do you see any of those young budding guys who, probably would align? And I'm not telling you to show your hand as to who you would sign.
No. That's fine. And part of the Guinness showcase is to be able to really put on the Guinness stage those young upcoming artists as well as selectors who are coming. So in 2023, we actually had Skeng on the show. And this year during the semifinals, we had Baker on as a headline on the semifinal too. And on the finals, we would have had Armani. So he still will probably end up performing for Guinness at some point. So we do believe that there are many young artists coming up within the space that has talent. I just want to also remind them that as they look for corporate support, that they need to also tailor their images in a way that would make it attractive for corporate, because we are a responsible brand. and we promote responsible entertainment. And so we want to make sure that they're looking at that as a part of the portfolio that they bring to the table. But there are quite a few of them. I mean, Roger Wilde and others are upcoming. You have the female artists as well, that we would, our eyes are on. But at the same time, we just have to ensure that whoever it is that performs on the Guinness stage can be aligned with the Guinness name.
What's Guinness' next event?
So actually, we have a big event coming up in January that we'll be supporting the Red Stripe brand with.
That's what you're going on the road for?
Off the record.
Give me the no. Give me the exclusive. Yes. I need the exclusive, okay?
That's the thing. I don't know if I can say it yet because we've confirmed I haven't seen anything come out. So, but anyway, we're going to the intimate. Buju is definitely aligned with the Guinness brand. When he launched his album last year, we were a part of that, and so such two iconic names back on the stage together, and even what we think is going to be a greater presentation. We definitely are joining the Red Stripe brand this year as the two beer brands that will support Intimate.
Exclusive on World Music Views. Not the bill!
Yes, for sure.
That's lovely. I'll definitely be at both shows, but Buju, the last one, Ram, we were in traffic from the highway. People were driving on the right side of the road. So it was a vibe.
Yes, yes. And I can just imagine that this year is even going to be twice as big because Buju, having redeemed himself and showed that he has been rehabilitated and that he's very serious about the business of dancehall, the business of Jamaica as an entertainer. I think he's really been showcasing that. And so for him to come home and begin the year beside Barris is like just awesome for us and full circle for us, because when we supported his album launch, we didn't know that this was looming or coming, So for sure, it's going to be a big deal that Buju will be doing Intimate with Barris in 2025. So I know Dancehall Can't Stall was very catchy, but we are about bringing people together. So we want to celebrate greatness together. And I think 2025 is going to be about some great acts, those that we will support and those that we will bring to the stage. So in 2025, we celebrate greatness together, right?
Wow. Guinness slogan, greatness.
Yes, correct.
I love that.
All right. Well, yeah, we're actually going on the road now, like about 6 buses of us, what we call Beer Love, after burial. Everybody, we don't do food, but we do liquor. Mm-hmm. So everybody trying to build back and get their things back, their shops and their bars back together. So we started a program where we've done it once already. So today we're going to Clarendon, Manchester, St. Anne, and we're going to bring some beer love.
Wow, I would love to cover that. Send me like videos, pictures, whatever it is.
Okay, right? That'd be great. All right, thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much.
Bye.